with that, let's go to our questions. We appreciate our fan-submitted questions. Yes.
Hey.
A double.
It's a bonus holiday time
Bonus.
anyway. Yeah.
It's our gift
BOGO.
to you.
But it's actually their gift to us.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for making content for us, folks. Okay.
Seriously.
But we're going to get to this to close it out, our top 3 holiday movies. But first, Blake asks this one. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? Your thoughts. And with that, I'd like to go to Jim first.
Oh, man. You know, this is a movie I saw later than a lot of other people. It had been out for years and on cable and everything. So it just kind of creeped into my life. And I've always felt, in the last 10 years that I know about the movie, that it is a Halloween movie more than it is Christmas.
Mr. Gover.
There's no question to me that it's a Halloween movie. It's Halloween first for me because the entire premise is they're from Halloween Town. They're all spooky and scaly and crawly, and they're all kind of that kind of vibe. And then they discover the joy of Christmas. So you could actually make an argument that it is a Christmas movie because they discover the joy of Christmas, which is
right. Depends on what part of the movie you're putting the most importance on.
Right, but I saw it around Halloween for the first time. I watch it around Halloween almost every year, and I listen to the music around Halloween every year, except for What's This and Making Christmas. Other than those 2 songs, it's Halloween all the time. So for me, it's more of a Halloween movie, but I am willing to say 60-40, something like that.
I would say that 2/3, 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween. Justin Bradford, what do you think?
So it's curious because Disneyland, so in California, does a re-theme of the Haunted Mansion during the Christmas holiday season.
Much like they do for Halloween. They open up.
Well, I'm sick of Disney trying to influence us.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
I'm giving some backstory here, but they do that. They do that layover for it, and it's actually really cool. If you've never experienced
I'm sure it is
pretty neat what they do with Haunted Mansion, a full Nightmare Before Christmas thing. The Nightmare Before Christmas was released October 13th, 1993. So it was released during the Halloween season.
Yes.
Okay. So it was very curious to me when looking at this film, and I know this might be a cop-out because I can go with that percentage-wise, but it is both.
That's fine.
I think it's both. I think it's a great November movie. because you're exiting the Halloween season, you're entering the Christmas season, and if anything, too, it's so much easier for non-Americans to not have to deal with Thanksgiving being in November, because you can go straight from Halloween to Christmas without anybody harping on you about Thanksgiving first. Canada's no problem for Canada because their Thanksgiving is in October. So I think it is both. It is a 50-50 because it covers so much and has so many great elements of both holidays in there that covers the spirit of both holidays too, that for me it's a November movie. It fits so well with both things that you watch it at both times and you can be completely satisfied. So great answers, because I think it does. And you think what Disney does, they market Nightmare Before Christmas in terms of merch from Halloween all the way through Christmas.
Because they can.
Yeah.
It's tailor-made for that stretch.
Money. All right, let's get to our next question, which is, we did this for Halloween. We need to do it around the holiday season. It's our top 3 holiday movies. And I will give that you can have your top 3 and an honorable mention.
Yay.
I know it makes Gover happy. It actually makes me happy as well. So with this, let's go to Jeremy first.
I'll go first. My number 3 is Elf. I was a late bloomer to this one.
Speaking of Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer to this one, though, because I saw it. Everyone was like, oh, you got to go see it, whatever. I don't know if I saw it in the theater or if it was the year after, but it was really close to release. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's charming, but it's not, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, I didn't get it. And then my wife and I got married 15 years ago. And like within 2 or 3 years, she's like, you got to watch Elf. And I was like, I didn't care. She goes, no, it's my favorite one. And so to make her happy one night, I was like, okay, let's put on Elf. She goes, really? I'm like, yeah. And I fell in love with it. I don't know what, maybe I just saw it at the wrong time in my life, or it was a bad day.
Because it's your wife's favorite and it makes her happy, which makes you happy.
But
we're always
charming.
A product of however we've changed. So, I mean, my scores would have been totally different 20 years ago.
And I would love to believe that mine wouldn't be, but that is not the case.
So you'll always be a nitpicky old man.
That's right. So Elf is my number 3. I love that movie. Nightmare Before Christmas is my number 2.
Wow.
Okay.
As I told you, I think I foreshadowed it would be
Came
on
back
on
around
both
again.
lists.
What a tease. Go back and listen, folks.
Yeah.
And then my number 1 all time, because it's my favorite comedy ever, so it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Wow.
End of story. I could have
Not just
put
Christmas, but movies of all time.
comedies of all time.
Comedies.
I could have
okay.
put Christmas Vacation end of list. It is that far ahead of everything else. So funny, so relatable. It's so
And so quotable.
quotable. It's so great.
Oh, yeah.
My honorable mention, because you gave us the leeway to have that, Jingle All the Way.
Wow. That was a bomb to just, light on fire on our doorstep, ring the doorbell and run away. Now we got to sit with that.
You got
Sit with it, Jimmy. What are your top 3 holiday movies, sir?
This was so hard. I hate being pinned down like this because
Are they all in black and white?
none of them are in color. None of them even involve talking. It's just a player piano.
They're actually radio shows.
Yeah. It's been overplayed because of the marathons year after year, but I would put A Christmas Story into the top 3.
Interesting.
Okay. There's my classic. I think I would probably put Elf into that top 3.
I thought you hated Will Ferrell.
No, I
know,
didn't.
I know.
And I have the receipts.
Peak. Will
Yeah.
Ferrell.
Yes.
And I'm going to dig a little deeper because it's going to be one you probably don't even know about. And I think it's on Amazon or something. It's called Snowman. And it literally does have no words whatsoever. It's a short film. It's about 25 minutes. It is all music. It looks like it's been drawn.
Beautifully animated.
It is. Thank you. You're one of my. Oh my God, you're a brother who knows the movie.
The symphonies will do they'll play the music to it with that showing.
That is a dream. This movie, I think we got to calm down our kids when they were little, and they just went off and did their thing. And my wife and I, we were just transfixed by this movie. It's a short story, like I said, 25 minutes tops, but it's beautiful. The soundtrack is amazing. Just to look at what you're seeing take place, it's unlike any other thing. And you've only lost 20 minutes if you don't like it.
It's actually 26 minutes, actually.
Oh,
said
you've
25
checked it
minutes
out,
tops.
mister.
I'm going to watch it this year, Jim, just for you.
Okay.
We'll look at it this year. Did you see Snowman and the Snow Dog, the sequel, released in 2012?
No.
Did you see that one?
Don't ruin
no,
the
in
first
fact,
one by
No, it's like, it's To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh, there's a sequel? No, don't tell me. I don't
sorry.
want to be disappointed.
Just kidding. I'll actually edit that out so you've never heard it. Bradford, what are your top 3 movies, sir?
It's like Men in Black.
I'm just really surprised that Gover did not say Christmas with the Cranks. I just
You had that down. Well,
I really
Vegas had
thought-
you even money on that one.
I was betting on that one.
Okay.
I was really betting on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what's not on there.
Okay,
that's,
sorry.
That's
all
a whole show on
So-
itself.
All right.
So first of all, Snowman, it is beautiful. I highly recommend that you go see it. Or, for instance, if you're listening to this and you see your local symphony or Philharmonic is performing it at one of their kids' concerts, go. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
So go do that.
It's it's something you could miss if you weren't paying attention. It will not draw attention to itself. It's a quiet little movie.
Right. So I'll start with my honorable mention, and this is in honor of Mr. Jeremy K. Gover, and it is The Santa Claus. It is a movie that I tend to quote quite often. It has become a classic to
Especially
me.
around me.
Yes, especially around Mr. Gover. But seriously, before I knew that Gover did not like Tim Allen, I did enjoy this movie. It's one of those things that grew up into my formative years watching this because it's in early 90s. Number 3 for me is Home Alone. I've seen it in concert.
It's probably one of the most comforting movies to so many people.
It's just iconic. I can quote it. So many things. I love the how it was made. The movies that made us on Netflix.
That was
There's
awesome.
a great episode.
That is a great episode.
Of that great.
Yep.
People, you have no idea what it took to make that film happen. Do you know that they had a score for this film and they went, it sucks. And they went to John Williams and went, can you please? And then he made the score for this. Like, can you imagine a movie with different music? Because it's pretty iconic music, how classical music's mixed in with this film. It is pretty iconic when the robbers are doing their thing. You have very heavy tuba, low brass sounds. That just sounds like a fat man walking type of thing.
Yeah, you've got classic early cartoon animation.
Yes, like
that kind of vibe.
Imagine that with a different score. The movie would not be the same. It really wouldn't. So, number 2 is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, boy.
One of my absolute favorites. I know Gover, he bought it for me. We both have the moose mugs. We have those that is on display at my house. Again, very quotable. I've put it on my quote board during the holiday season on the mantle. Absolutely love iconic
very
comedy.
Funny movie.
But not just an iconic Christmas movie, but an iconic comedy, as Gover would say.
Chevy Chase's best work, hands down, period.
I'll put it right up there. His shopping for lingerie
my gosh.
in that film, just take that one. And
that grocery shopping with Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where he piles the 15 Old Roy bags on the... I mean, just, oh my God.
So my number 1, though, and this is, I don't know, nostalgia or just, it makes me feel so happy and good.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
No.
Okay.
My number 1, because I love quoting this one, it makes me feel good. It's a great adaptation of a classic Christmas story. It is Muppet Christmas Carol.
Great choice.
Thank you for saying that.
You get a high five for that. That's fantastic.
I would have. I just ran out of space to tell people that. So, like, yes, that is
so good.
Saw it in concert with the Nashville Symphony last year. So the music live with this.
I'm jealous because I am literally like about a year. Just saw it a year ago.
Whoa!
Oh, really?
Seriously. And not that I had avoided it. It just never happened.
Yeah.
And I love the Muppets and watched it and thought, oh, here I am, like so far removed from when this movie came out. It's a masterpiece.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is a true classic.
I adore that movie.
And you think of the seriousness of the adaptation, like what the original story is, how serious A Christmas Carol is, with the full Muppet spin on it. Oh, it is beautiful.
It's awesome.
Oh, I know.
If you've never seen it, for some reason, highly recommend it. I love it. Again, it is a great adaptation. It seriously is a great adaptation of the story because they do cover some of the darker parts of it in a Muppet movie.
Oh, I want to attack you on this, but I cannot. If there wasn't anybody that just heard Muppet Christmas Carol mentioned in this list and didn't just pump their fists and go, yeah, then I don't know who you are or what you are because you're not human.
And it was the first one after Jim Henson's death, which makes it even more spectacular to me because like Jim Henson was a visionary, he's a genius, and he was wonderful.
Sure.
But you kind of think, okay, he was the essence of the Muppets, which he was. That's not a false statement, but for it to be that good without him.
Yeah. I wonder how much he had put together before he died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you're right, though. They nailed it, and I didn't know it was without the great Jim Henson.
So good. Great pick, Bradford.
Thank you.
That of our 24-ish episodes, 25 episodes, that is your best contribution to the podcast.
I say it makes up for about the 10 programs that I really I couldn't take it. I just couldn't take it.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Film Project Podcast. To support the show, please rate, review, follow, and subscribe. Original music by Jeremy Schwartz. Special thanks to the Music City Film Critics Association. Editing and post-production by Jeremy K. Gover. Voiceover by Chad Bennett.